Godzilla, or Gojira, as it's called by hardcore fans. It's a timeless classic that has been praised by fans and others to this day. The movie was released on November 3rd, 1954 in Japan, while in America it was released on April 27th, 1956 under the title Godzilla King of the Monsters. No, not that one. Definitely not that one. That's more like it. Anyways, I had the great privilege to watch the Japanese classic during its 67th anniversary at Alamo Drafthouse in Brooklyn, when the 4K remastered was shown for the first time for American audiences. It was an incredible time, and the movie really hits differently once viewed in theaters. Now, with the announcement of a brand new Godzilla movie on the way, and soon to be released on its 69th anniversary, I believe it's a good time to do a collector's guide of the various releases of the 54 and 56 film that have been released in America. And at the time I'm recording this, it is currently February 14th, 2023, which marks my 4-year anniversary ever since I started this account. So consider this a special thanks from me to you. So without any further ado, let's get started. Just as a quick reminder, I don't have every single release, so please bear with me as the video goes along. To begin with, we have the Vestron video release of Godzilla, released in 1983. From what I've read online, this is widely considered to be the film's first release in the States. If you're a VHS collector, or if you're a Godzilla collector in general, I highly recommend adding this to your collection. However, be prepared to pay top dollar for this, as I've seen it listed on eBay for anywhere from $40 to $80. And as you can see, my VHS copy has seen better days. But the tape still works. So along with the release of the VHS, Vestron Video also released the film on Betamax, Laserdisc, and CED. A few months back, I have seen the Laserdisc and CD go on eBay for around $20 to $30, sometimes $40. But for something like the Betamax, it's pretty hard to come by on eBay. So if you do see it, and if it's for a good price, then I suggest biting the bullet and get it. Moving forward to 1988, the film was re-released. It has the same contents as the 1983 version, but the cover has been cropped. Next up in 1992, Paramount released Godzilla King of the Monsters with brand new cover art, yet questionable choices to the characters shown. Now, what am I talking about, you may ask? Well, if you take a closer look, right here, these two characters clearly don't belong here. They look like they're from Son of Godzilla. The entire Paramount line of their Godzilla tapes has some weird artwork, but they're still fantastic collector pieces. Paramount and Pioneer went ahead and released the film on Laserdisc in 1994, just in time for Godzilla's 40th anniversary. The VHS is not that hard to find, but depending on the condition, it could go around for $10 to sometimes $20. But nothing as exorbitant as the Vestron video releases. This next one is from Good Times, released in 1995. Besides this being a standalone release, you can also get this film in 2 separate box sets. One box set is called the Monster 2-pack, and the other is from the Collector series. The tape alone can go for $5 to $10. The box sets around $10 to $20. Now on to the tapes that I'm sure every Godzilla fan grew up with. Just a brief background, it was 1998, and Scimitar wanted to release some Godzilla films in order to keep the hype train going for the 1998 film, called Godzilla. So, as a result, we have multiple variants of the 56 film. And I also like to mention that Scimitar did release 3 Godzilla films back in the early 1990s. So starting us off is the standard EP black box tape. This can be found sold separately and in a box set called the 5 Rampaging Movies. Next one is a Blockbuster exclusive. This wasn't only for King of the Monsters, this also happened for their other 4 movies from the Scimitar line. Each of them include a free poster, as shown right here. I haven't seen listings of this particular variant, so keep on a lookout if you do find it. It's pretty easy to spot what kind of variant it is with the giant sticker on the front cover. Moving on to the digital remaster release, this comes as a standalone and in 2 different sets, which is the 5 rampaging movies, and the other is just wrapped in plastic with the tapes inside. This last tape is an interesting one, because it was never included in any of the promotional work for the Scimitar releases. But here is the special edition variant of Godzilla King of the Monsters with a green layout. Thanks to the help of Sam the Q, they were able to figure out that this was sold exclusively on TV. Check this commercial out.
Godzilla. He's big. He's bad. He's back. Godzilla. The classic monster movie that started it all can now be yours in this incredible collector's home video offer.
Neither man nor his machines are able to stop this creature.
Godzilla. This is a rare opportunity to own the digitally remastered classic. More than size, the legendary lizard can be yours in this special TV offer. Plus, order now and we'll send you absolutely free the amazing sci-fi monsters. This incredible bonus video includes the all-star monster dream team with rarely seen clips from your favorite monster movies.
Nothing can save the city now.
But this exclusive 2-video offer is not available in stores. Call now.
Call 1-800-903-1313 now to order the incredible Godzilla for only $19.95 plus shipping and handling, and receive sci-fi monsters absolutely free.
So taking a break from VHS, Scimitar released their Godzilla movies on DVD. I was able to find a King of the Monsters DVD at my local FYE, which unfortunately closed down. This is a double-sided DVD. Here's a nice little insert that shows the scene selections. Side A is the full-screen version, which includes a surround sound and a mono track. A funny thing about the surround sound audio is how I've noticed that they added new sound effects in the film. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, have a listen. Yeah, it's not that good. Anyways, Side B has the quote-unquote widescreen version, and it's also listed as the theatrical version. But in reality, it's just a poorly cropped screen, but it does have the mono track, which does not include the added-in sound effects. To finish off with the Scimitar era of Godzilla, here is the DVD-ROM. This next one is a DVD released by Good Times in 2001, although this was not officially licensed by Toho. So, as obvious as it is, this release did not stay around for too long. In fact, I have not seen too many people own this, but it is being sold on eBay for pretty good prices, like around $10 to $11, sometimes $15. The menu is pretty lackluster, and the video quality is pretty bad, and a lot fuzzier than the Scimitar DVD. I feel like this was ripped straight from the VHS, so I'd only recommend this particular release for hardcore collectors. Moving on to 2002, Classic Media released what is considered to be the last ever Godzilla film on VHS. And to accompany the VHS, they also released it on DVD. This can be found in the Godzilla DVD collection, which has 4 other movies, and as well as this special tin case with Mothra vs. Godzilla and Terror of Mechagodzilla. For this next DVD, I'd like someone else to tell you about it. This one is who I consider to be a very close friend of mine, and he's like my soul brother. And I've known him ever since I joined the Godzilla community. So, without any further delay, here is Kaiju Fanatic to tell you about the Classic Media 2006 DVD of Gojira. So, take it away, Matt.
How's it going, all my kaiju fanatics out there? I am super excited to be here. Thank you, Joseph, for having me. I hope we could do more collabs like this in the future, man. I'm super excited to be here and super honored that you decided to bring me here for a 4-year special, and congratulations. It's a big milestone, and I can't wait to see what else you have in store for us, man. Now, let's get into this release. I'm really excited here. Classic Media really perfected the visual experience that you get with this release. Package itself is gorgeous. You get a nice plastic case that's really feels high quality. I'm not sure what actual material they used, but it feels so nice. Upon opening the case, you get that nice satisfying crunch at the spine. Not only do we get a nice informative booklet that I really think completes the package, but we also get a nice chunk of special features here. We get a making of the Godzilla suit featurette, the story development featurette, an audio commentary by Steve Rifle, and a man's name who I will not even bother destroying right now. Not only did we get the American retelling King of the Monsters, but we also, for the first time in America, finally had access to the original Japanese masterpiece that is Gojira. It's just, everything in this release is beautiful to look at, honestly. It almost feels like Classic Media just knew that this was such an important release, and they put a lot of love and consideration into how it was represented, and honestly, I think it's perfect. I love it. Now, for those interested in picking one up for themselves, you can expect to pay around $10 to $30 just for Gojira. But if you want to go the extra step, in 2007 they came out with a Classic Media box set that came with not only Gojira, but every other release that they had made in the Godzilla franchise. That can fetch you up a pretty penny. I'd seen it on eBay going for as cheap as $45 to as expensive as $120. Pick your poison there. Now for me, as much as I do think the Criterion release is superior, I find this to be my favorite piece of media. And it all comes down to presentation at the end of the day. Alright, that's it for me, guys. Thanks for having me, Joseph. I hope we get to work on more projects in the future, and who knows, maybe once my channel's up and running, you'll find yourself on there. So again, thanks for having me, man, and take it away.
Hey, it's me again. Thank you so much, Matt, for taking the time off of your day to record this part. It really means a lot coming from you. Moving on to our next item is this DVD sampler, which includes clips and trailers of the Japanese and American versions, and a teaser trailer for their next releases, which was Godzilla Raids Again and Mothra vs. Godzilla. In 2009, Classic Media released Gojira, but on Blu-ray. And this only has the Japanese version. The quality is the same as the DVD, so I would recommend to avoid this release. Plus it's out of print, so it's pretty hard to find. Though if you're a collector, of course, why not get it? So coming back to the Godzilla collection, this was re-released in 2012. Unlike the 2007 version, the 2012 release only comes with 2 DVD cases and the discs inside of them. 2014, Classic Media re-released Godzilla again, but this time instead of the title of Gojira, it's under the title of Godzilla King of the Monsters. The massive difference between this is obviously the cover and the disc art, although it does have the same special features, and of course it has the same movies. So going back a few years to 2011, the Criterion Collection released Godzilla on DVD and Blu-ray, both the Japanese and American versions. Although I don't have their separate release, I do have their Showa-era box set, which moves us forward to 2019. Despite what everyone says about this box set, I'm personally glad to finally own all the Showa movies under one set, under one company, instead of having to deal with what's out of print, what's not out of print, and so yeah. And this is a 12 horror classic set. Why am I showing this? Well, because it has Godzilla King of the Monsters as one of their movies. This was made without Toho's permission, yet somehow it's still available on Amazon. And we finally made it to the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you found this informative, somewhat entertaining, but mostly informative. And maybe you can pursue collecting these releases yourselves. A huge thank you to Sam the Q, who helped me out with this video. They made an amazing checklist of all the various releases of Godzilla on VHS, as well as another document that showcases the Laserdiscs, the CDs, and the 8mm films, along with the VHS tapes. Another thanks to Nerd Keen and Red Bamboo for helping me out with this video by providing photos of their own copies. And another thanks to Matt, who helped me out with this video. And a big thank you to you, the viewer, who supported my account here on YouTube and on Instagram for 4 years, and here's to many more years. I hope you guys stay tuned. The best is yet to come. So, I like to leave you all off with a video created by Corey, also known as Kaiju Fanatic 2001 on Instagram. And I'll see you all very soon. Bye-bye.